Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like this video and want more information on immigration, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel at TNT Visa, all one word TNT Visa. If you would like more information about us, the firm, or other immigration topics, you can always find it at our website at www.tntvisa.com. If you would like to reach out to us directly, you can call us at 305-433-7677 or email us at info@tntvisa.com. We thank you so much for watching, and today we're going to be discussing residency through investment. Now, there are several ways you can do residency through investment, and one of those ways is the EB5 visa. Now, the EB5 visa is something that has just been modified and changed by Congress, and so we're going to discuss the new regulations as we discuss this topic today. Now, the first thing that you need to know is that there are two different routes for the EB5 visa. One is through a direct investment, and one is through a regional center. Now, a direct investment is a company that you have created and started. You can create it with other partners, but it is something that you directly own and that you have direct control over. Now, a regional center project is a project that is another company that has running the operations. You invest into it, you are considered a partner into the investment, but you don't have that much control over how the business is operated. Rather, there are other people that are managing and operating the business. You do have some controlling rights, because if you didn't have any controlling rights, you would not be allowed to get the visa, but your involvement is very minimal. Now, the regulations that were changed include how much you must invest into the business. Now, if you're investing into a rural area or into a targeted employment area, a high unemployment area that has 150% of the national average of unemployment. So if the national average of unemployment is a simple number, 10, the target employment area would be 15%. So in those situations, you can invest in $800,000. Now, this is either for your direct investment or through an EB5 regional center. If you are not in a targeted employment area or a rural area, you must invest $1,050,000. Now, these numbers are subject to change, but this is not going to happen for another couple of years, not until 2027. Now, here are the things that are the difference between the regional center and the direct investment. Direct investment requires your investment to create 10 direct jobs. What that means is that company that you have invested in, that you own a percentage of, and you make decisions on how it operates, has to create 10 W-2 employees. And what I mean by W-2 employees is they have to be working full-time, and what immigration considers full-time is 35 hours a week. Now, you can combine jobs. So, for example, some businesses have a receptionist in the morning and a receptionist in the afternoon. Those two receptionist positions would actually only count as one direct job for the EB5 purposes, unless, of course, those two receptionists work 70 hours plus, then those would be two jobs. But if they work under 70 hours, it's only one job for EB5 purposes. Now, with the regional center, you get to include indirect and induced jobs. So it's not just direct jobs, jobs that are owned by the W-2 employees for the company, but indirect jobs, which would be other jobs that are created through this investment, which could include different aspects, and these are mathematical formulas that are determined by an economist. And induced jobs, which are jobs that are created based on the fact that you've hired these new employees and they're now spending the money in the area. Again, these are mathematical formulas created by economists. Now, there are a variety of regional centers that are out there. A lot of them have been working in immigration for a number of years. Regulations have specifically stated that if you're going to be a new regional center, you have to get approved by immigration before you can actually offer any type of regional center aspects. You have to have a template petition, you have to have real projects, and those are things that you have to consider. Now, with the fact of the regional center, a lot of the times they do have a buyback plan. Now, the money is at risk because it's not guaranteed that you can actually sell your shares back. And if you do sell the shares back, you may not get your full investment back. You do have to hold on to it for a set number of years before you can go through this. And typically the regional centers have it for 5 to 7 years. Now, when I say that the jobs have to be created, they do not have to be created when you are filing the EB5 petition. You would have 2 years for those jobs to be created. Now, the other thing that you have to understand is there are new changes to the regulations that allow you to file for adjustment of status if you are legally in the United States in lawful status when you are filing for the EB5 petition. This is something that is new, and this is something that is welcome for the immigration community, considering the fact that it is taking about 4 years for USCIS to approve these EB5 petitions. In the past, you would have to wait until that petition was approved before you can file for residency. If you are currently in the United States in lawful status, you can file for residency while you are filing for the EB5 petition. So this is good news. If you're outside the United States, you would likely have to wait until the petition is approved before you go through the residency options. Now, the EB5 visa gives you conditional residency as similar to if you were married to a U.S. citizen. Basically, you get the conditional residency for 2 years because then you have to show once the 2 years expires that you have actually created the 10 jobs that were required for the EB5 visa. If you have proven either through the regional center, through direct, indirect, and induced jobs, or through your own business that has created 10 direct jobs based on your investment, you get a permanent residency card that will be valid for the next 10 years. Now, the other thing that you need to consider is that if you ever want to file for citizenship, you are filing citizenship based on when you first obtained residency, conditional residency. So if you got conditional residency in 2020, you file your removal of conditions to seek the 10-year residency card in 2022, and that gets approved in 2024, you would still be eligible to apply for citizenship in 2025 because it's 5 years from the date that you became a resident, and it's any type of resident, conditional or permanent resident. Now, this is just some of the information regarding the EB5 visas. If you would like more information, we are more than happy to work with you on this process. You can reach us at 305-433-7677. You can also email us at info@tntvisa.com. As always, if you want more information about the EB5 process, our firm, or other matters, you can find it on our website at www.tntvisa.com. And if you like this video and want more information and weekly updates on immigration, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at TNT Visa, all one word, TNT Visa. We thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you and talking to you next week. Have a wonderful week.